Love it. My name is Mark Anthony Romero. Yes, Mark Anthony right there. Bam! I'm in Tampa, Florida. And today, we're going to have the best conversation that I'm going to have in my life. Okay? And today, I'm going to be talking with a baby boomer. And that baby boomer is my little oldest sister, Doris Romero, that she's right there in Puerto Rico. Hey, Doris, how you doing?
Hi, Mark. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
My name is Doris Romero. I'm his little older sister, like he says, and yes, we're gonna have conversations, because he thinks one way, and I think other way. But that's life.
Hey, but remember, you were born 2 years before me. So I gotta think different. We're not twins. Even twins don't think
No,
different.
we may look alike, but we're not twins. That I know.
But look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look.
And
Look at those. Look at those two faces. Look at this.
and
And the other day, you know what's funny? That now that we got split screen, the other day somebody was talking that people that doesn't have that expression on their face, they use buttocks. We don't need buttocks. This color, we don't need that. Look at that, not even one.
no,
Not
we
even
don't
pata de
need
gallina.
it.
Look at that, not even pata de gallina here. Okay?
No.
And we baby
Black don't
boomers.
crack. Black don't crack.
I like that. Hey, I'm glad. I'm glad you part of this project. And I mean, this is something I like to do. I've been doing it for a while. I've been trying to put this together about two generation, two opinion, and that's my goal, to talk about talk with people in different areas, and before anything, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, share this channel, put your comments, what you want me to do. So this is what it is. I mean, and today I'm going to engage in a conversation with my sister. She just retired last year, and she was a nurse since I was a babe. Since I was young. Okay, real young. I was a teenager when she became almost coming out of teenaging. Me being a teenager, she started as a practical nurse, and then she became a RN. She worked for her last job, I think it was with the VA in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and she's great. She's good. If I'm good in what I do, she's great in what she does. I mean, for me, she was one of those heroes back in the pandemic. She loved her job. She liked to help people. She was born for this. Since I was young, I remember the first time I saw her with her white uniform, with that little hat. I used to call her Miss Hokendo. Don't Miss Hokendo. So I always looked at her, and I mean, she was born to be a nurse. Maybe she would be doing what I had done in life, being a manager, having my own business. No, she was born to be a nurse. She was born to care for people. And she did it so successful, and now she's retired. Now she's learning all kind of stuff. She learned how to do candles. She knows how to do sewing. She did the jacket that I want her later on to show it. So we grew up in Brooklyn. I remember two addresses. 1213 Myrtle Avenue in Bushwick, Brooklyn, and 362 Wilson Avenue in Bushwick, Brooklyn, behind the high school that I remember we saw building up. So, I mean, let's have her and tell her a little bit her background, and I know. By the way, we were six brothers and sisters. We got four sisters, and we were two brothers. One, my brother passed away in 2016, and one of my older sister passed away last year. So now we got only three girls and one boy. and that boy is me. I'm the youngest of 6, and same mother. Okay, we got the blood, Candelario. Yeah, I like big butts. I cannot deny. Yeah, that's my family. So let's have Doris. Tell us a little bit about her, and then I'm gonna be asking questions. Shh, don't tell nobody. Okay, Doris, you in. Let's see if you could give us a little bit of feedback about yourself, and I don't know. Are we asking questions?
Okay, that's good. Well, yes, I'm a nurse since 1981. I was an LPN for 30 years. Why? Because I love being by
What RPM
patients.
means? What RPM means?
Licensed practical nurse.
Okay.
It's a license.
Okay.
It's nursing assistants first, licensed practical nurse, registered nurse, and it's RN, and that's it. If you get your master or PhD, then that's something else. So the PhD is the top. So I love being a nurse. I didn't like anything else. I tried to get away, but I couldn't. It kept taking me back.
Because you were born for
So
that.
I know, I know. I was 9 years old when I see my aunt in the white uniform.
That was Tia Luisa, right?
No,
Vivita.
that
Tia
was,
Vivita.
yes,
Vivita,
yeah,
she used to live in Canovanas in the entrance of Loiza. That was it was called what was that place called? I forgot. I remember that they took over those land, and I forgot. Like, if I
but that's
remember,
Canova.
it's
That area
Canovana.
is Canova.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
with
always Canova.
with that woman sitting behind that. Yeah, okay, I remember her.
Yes, I saw her when I was 9 years old. She was dressing to go to work, and that was it. I was in love until, and I'm
Wow.
still a nurse. You see me in the stores and everything, helping people out if they need help. I just can't stop it. I'm a very caring person. I'm a loving person, and I didn't think I would reach this far, but life took me up to now. I have 2 children, Madeline and Carlos. I'm married
And that
to what is still
Carlos, that small kid. That I mean, he. Let me put a footnote here.
25 years old.
Carlo is that kid. Yeah, for me, it's a kid. He was the one that got me into all this technology to create this podcast, this software. That I mean, he's my advisor. If I need something, I need a camera, I need a mic, I need this, I mean, even though he's real younger than me, he knows a lot. I mean, and he's dealing with, yeah. We even got a podcast with him. Look for it. It's right here with I think the podcast is called artificial intelligence for dummies, and we did like hour and something, and we talked about a couple things, and I remember Carlos. I mean, we got into a good conversation. So look for that podcast right in our channel and share that podcast, and you will see who's Carlos and the way he expresses himself. I mean, he's wow, smart. Well, he got his uncle. What the heck? Okay, go ahead, Doris.
You have to love him. Oh, a nurse, born a nurse, and I will die a nurse. Um, what else can I say about me that won't change anything? If I have to change anything, I wouldn't change it. No, because every event has a
A purpose.
has a purpose, and it has a history. Just
You
like the
know,
past, the present, and the future.
the other day I was thinking about I did a podcast on what you want versus what you get. Look for it. It's a short
Yes.
30-minute podcast. It's a one-on-one myself, and I was thinking about that too. Because sometimes we think we're struggling in life. The thing is there's a there's a change of event that you gotta go through in life to be what you are right now. Okay, because I mean, all this experience that you have as a nurse. I mean, and let me say something too, because I mean, sometimes I call you for an advice, and you tell me a couple of things that had changed my life. Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me. You don't know what I'm saying, but she had done stuff in life that you'll be like, wow, because she knows what she's talking about when she advised and all these advice that I remember that saying that el que no coge consejo no llega viejo.
Oh, yes.
Even for your older sister, even for younger kids, just like Carlos, you learn because everybody is different. Everybody got an opinion of something, and they know not everybody's brain is the same. It's just like computers. Computers are created to do different tasks, and I mean, they use the same processor, but they do different tasks. For me, human beings are like that, and I admire you. And
Thank you.
And one thing I like about you is that you do what you like. I mean, you like good food. I know that.
Ooh.
Good cigars. When you come to Tampa, we go to Evo City. You love to dance salsa. She's married to one guy that, I mean, I could put a short video, just quick right here, about how she dances salsa. For me, she's one of the greatest, and I like to see her dancing salsa with her husband. And not only that, dancing salsa, you enjoy yourself dancing salsa. And last time I saw you dancing salsa, I think we were in Avalon down here in Tampa.
Yes.
And I remember when you finished, I told you that I feel happy that you're happy. Because I mean, we're not going to talk about what we had gone through life, because that's not the purpose. No. We just want to have a sister and brother conversation. That sometimes, I mean, we do talk a lot through a video chat about stuff and things in life and this and that, blah blah blah. But a conversation is about conversation. We're not going to be here. We're not going to make this a crybaby conversation, because that's not the purpose. No. The purpose is talk about things that we could agree or we cannot agree. I remember the other day. Oh, not the other day. Yesterday. Maybe I don't know when you're going to see this, but yesterday, it was Wednesday. She sent me a video. She's in the beach. She's in the beach, blue, beautiful sky. Then you see that line where the ocean and the sky meet. And she told me, quote, I worked for 40 years. I deserve this. That's what she does. When you want to unplug yourself, she went to the beach with one of her best friends, and she sent me that video. Then I did call her. I went live with her on that video. And I mean, it was beautiful. I mean, and I felt that I think it was 5 minutes that I saw you in front of that beach and just seeing the waves coming to the shore. And I transported myself with you there. And sometimes those are the peace of mind that you want to have in life. You know, and because you see somebody that's happy, somebody that you love is happy, and that's even better than $100 bill in your pocket.
Yep.
Seeing somebody happy, and people don't realize that happiness is not about small thing in life, big thing in life. Little things make you happy. Ask me. That this what I'm doing makes me happy. Yesterday I got up at 4 a.m. just to set a couple of things, and I did a video and I uploaded in my channel. Subscribe to my channel and hit that like button and hit that bell, so like that when we put out a new video, you could get and share it. Maybe somebody could listen to our conversation and it could change their life. Because I mean, how many times you don't hear people complaining about this and that, and then you look at and you just giving a small advice of listen to somebody, it would change the mindset, you know. And even though technology there's no excuse. I don't care what people say. There's no excuse to reach out to somebody. And you had told me that. I remember, I don't want to go back, but I remember I locked myself for almost a year from the
Yeah.
outside world. And then, and sometimes technology now, because when we were growing up, remember, back in Brooklyn, we had that, it was a black and white TV.
Yeah.
Only one, remember? We used to sit down and,
One
let's go
only.
first, let's go to 1213 Myrtle Avenue. I remember, as a kid, I was the youngest, maybe I was 8 years old. I got a picture around there, I'm gonna put it up. Look at that picture and you're gonna tell me if this is different. I mean, in that picture, you're gonna see my brother, rest in peace, and my other sister, Seferina, we used to call her Fina. Remember when Ma used to get mad at us and she would cut the cable of the TV so we would not watch TV? And then she got to fix it back. She had to buy one of those plugs and fix it herself so she could watch TV too. But my mom was not a TV watcher, remember? I remember the morning before we go, remember when we were in PS 145? Wow. I remember. I was in kindergarten. Our older sister was in 6th grade, I think it was, because that school was from kindergarten to 6th grade. And everybody was in the same school. Everybody. Our older sister was in 6th, the other one was in 5th. I think Shaq was in
4.
4. You were in 3rd grade, Lydia was in 2nd, then I was in kindergarten. I remember. And I remember, at least me, I stood in that school until, I think it was 3rd grade or 4th grade. I remember even Mr. Martinez. I will never forget that guy, Mr. Martinez. And I will never remember what I got in trouble in that school. I don't know you remember why I got in trouble in that school. I got in trouble twice, and I'll never forget that. The first one was back in, we were celebrating, I think it was not Easter, Halloween or Thanksgiving. The thing is, the teacher, for one given moment, she had put apple in a bucket with a dime or a quarter, and then with our hands in the bag, we had
Yes,
we
I
had to
remember
grab
that game.
we had to grab the
With
apple
our mouth.
with our mouth from the.
Country style. That was country style.
So the girl in
Yeah.
front of me, she was struggling to do it. And hey, man, teacher, I cannot do it. And then you know what I did? I pushed her in the bucket so she could grab it. And it was back in the day, they would send a letter, remember, home with your older sister. And I remember my mom, I mean, I'll never forget that. I remember when we used to be in 145, we used to walk. It was like, I did check in Google. It was like a 2.5 miles. And that was in 1213 Myrtle Avenue. And the second time I got in trouble, that's in PS 145. I'll never forget that one, that mom that went after me because I kissed her daughter in the stairway. I'll never forget that, Maribel. Trust me. I was in 3rd grade, and Ma went to school, and Ma got into an argument with the lady, but I never change. I mean,
Spicy little one.
Maribel was beautiful. Me gustan las nenas, so I don't. That's Mom. I can't help it. Even if I want, como dice la canción de Michael Jackson, I cannot help it if I could. So, what you remember about PS 145?
Wow. Not much. I remember my teacher, 5th grade teacher. No.
You remember her name?
Wiener.
Wow.
Wiener.
She was American.
And she was born March 5th. I never forget her name. I can't forget it because that's the name of the hot dogs.
They told me you used to bully her like, hey, you want to be an Oscar Mayer winner?
Yeah, well, we used to sing the song, but not in front of her. But we did used to sing the song.
Wow.
Oh, I wish I were an Oscar Mayer winner. And she was big. I mean, she was blonde. She was pretty. But what else I remember? I remember when we used to go outside for lunch. After lunch, we were at the yard,
Yeah, I
and
remember that. Wow.
we would just play and play. But then, when the time came to go in, we had to get online. Each class,
I
you
remember.
just don't go in. Get online. You have to stay there until the teacher comes and gets you, and then you follow the teacher, and you line up and outside the classroom against the wall, and one by one goes in. I mean, it was really set. The fire drills,
Oh yeah. Oh
we had to do
wow. Wow.
the fire
Wow. I could close
drill.
my eyes. I remember.
That bell, everybody
Yeah.
will stand up.
No, not running in the stairs. I mean, fire drill
No, no,
everybody
no.
in the yard
Everybody will stand
by
up.
class. Wow. I do
Yep.
remember that.
Everybody will
Wow.
stand up, and one by one, each row will go and get online. Go with the teacher, follow the teacher in line. Go outside to the spot. We'll stay there a few minutes, and then we'll go back in the same way, in line.
Wow.
I, rem-
Wow. I
I
remember
remember
that.
running around in the lunchroom when everybody finished. We
The
used to
lunchroom
run
was
around and go,
downstairs in the basement, right?
yep, in the basement. It was
Just like
downstairs in the
the
basement.
just like the gym. Remember the gym, the basketball court? They had it indoors.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember.
that I didn't
I
want
still
to go.
remember. I mean, I got a full picture of that school and all that stuff that you're talking about. And I remember from there, we moved to 362 Wilson Avenue. You
Yes,
guys moved first. I went to 362 Wilson Avenue when our oldest nephew was born back in the days. I'm not gonna say years and stuff like that. Back in the days, I remember, and from there I was already in sixth grade, and I went to PS 106.
yes,
It was that school that was painted pink. It looked like I used to I didn't used to like it because it looked like the Monster House. Remember they had
yeah,
the roof like this, and you could see it from outside the window. You could see it like it was like 4 or 5 blocks down the street. I remember
yeah.
Mom used to send me to school. She would be looking out the window and saying, "Be careful when you cross the street." And I'll be looking all the way up, you know. And I remember that my sixth grade old teacher, Mrs. Padilla, I'll never forget her. I used to have a picture of my class. I was the tallest one. And I could tell you only one thing I remember besides Miss Padilla. I don't know if she's alive. If she's not alive, rest in peace, Miss Padilla. The thing I remember about PS 106 that we had the Christmas party, so we had to bring a gift, un intercambio, exchange, a gift. And I remember I told Mom, but we were not that poor, but Mom was a single mom working hard. And she told me that she didn't have no money to buy me a gift. And I remember the night before, I'll never forget that. We had a puzzle. So what I did, I put the puzzle back inside the box, and I took aluminum foil and I wrapped it, and I took it to school without Mom knowing it. And I took it, and I remember the girl. I will never forget her name. I'm gonna tell you why. I remember the girl I had to give that gift. Her name was Maria. I got good memory. I mean, I could be old, but I got good memory. So I went to school, everybody in the party, all the people, all the candies and stuff like that, Christmas gift and stuff. So we changed it, and I took that thing out of a bag, a paper bag, because we didn't have book bag back then. And then I gave it to Maria, and she started crying when she opened it. It was a used puzzle. Come on. Even at this day, I feel bad because hey, but I was a kid. I didn't have no other choice.
Well, she was crying because it was a used puzzle.
Yeah, because she wanted to. I'm gonna tell you what she wanted and why I hate that character. That's why I don't like that place that character is. She wanted a stuffed Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
That's why I don't like Mickey Mouse. But she said, "Correct, Miss Padilla, I went to the Mickey Mouse," and she didn't took the puzzle.
So you brought it back home?
No, I threw it in the garbage. I remember.
And what mom said about the puzzle? She never found out?
She never found out. Sorry, Mom.
Lord, Lord have mercy. No wonder.
Hey, and then you know what I did? So I don't remember what they gave me because I never took it, I never opened it. I told Miss Patty, give it to her. I don't want it. I was like that. And I'm still like that. Yo soy cojonudo. Well, give it to her. I don't want it. And then I party finished, I walk home. And ask me, I'm still happy.
I hope in her life and her journey, she got to see Mickey Mouse. Because
Who knows? Probably she's one of the Mickey Mouse that got that costume on. Because I mean, she was upset with Mickey Mouse. Everything she had, remember, it was Mickey Mouse. The pencil, the lunchbox, the book bag, everything. And I remember her. And I'm a little bit, chubby, and she had black hair. She always had two moños, and I remember her. If I would have had that photo, I could show it. But that photo, somebody got it. I don't want to get into it.
That photo though.
I know it's that. I know it's that. There was two photos of it because I made my buy two photos because I remember back in the days. Remember when you used to have graduation and stuff like that. We will send a photo to our siblings or our family members, blah blah blah. Remember I even got a photo of me. Remember when Mom used to dress up for the school photo? I remember she always putting me a tie with a jacket, and to our brother Shaq too. I remember. Mom always had us nice and neat. So after we went,
and we had to come back nice and neat.
What's that?
We had to come back home nice and neat.
Oh,
we couldn't.
We cannot run. We cannot break the new clothes because but be careful because your girls were lucky because Mom used to make yourself dresses.
Yes.
And I remember she would make dresses for us. It was harder because we were two boys. So she would go out to Knickerbocker Avenue or maybe to other one by Myrtle where they had the Woolworth store. Okay, and she would buy clothes for Shaq and myself. I remember we used to go to FW Woolworth. I remember. I'll never forget that. But when we went to 362. To what school you went? I think you were already in high school. You went to Horsey Junior High?
Horsey.
Okay. Where you at? Okay, there you go. So you went to Horsey Junior High School. What you remember about Horsey Junior High School? You used to take the bus. Remember the bus pass?
Yes, I used to take the bus or I used to walk.
Wow.
Because, it wasn't that far.
Why didn't you take an Uber?
The Uber didn't assist it then.
What about you call a cab?
No.
I thought you had a driver.
Mom didn't want us with no strangers.
I remember.
We were gonna walk home. We had to walk home and don't look up onto the side until we get straight home. Don't speak to strangers or anything. She taught us good.
That's good. That's great.
We couldn't be alone. I had to wait for my sister Lydia, always. I always had to wait for my sister Lydia, always.
Yeah, remember. I was the only one that, because I was in PS 106, I used to walk to 362 Western Avenue. And I remember after graduation from 362 Western Avenue, from PS 106, I went to Horsey Junior High.
Mm-hmm.
No bueno.
Oh.
No bueno. I'm just gonna say a name out there. I'm gonna put a name out there. I remember Little Eddie. What's up to no good? Got me busted because I started cutting class and because Mom didn't remember when you don't got Mom with the eagle eye on you. You're on your own. I had my bus pass for the first time. Because remember, you get a bus pass when you were going to 7, not as a preschool or whatever. What's they call that? Primary school. So if you got me in 7 to get a bus pass, I remember when I got my bus pass. Woo! That was a free ticket to ride. I even went to Coney Island one weekday. I took the train all the way down to Coney Island. Yeah, I was up. I was ready.
But we got caught. because there was no students before after 3 o'clock.
Yep, you're right.
No students were supposed.
To be on the train
Yeah,
or on the buses.
between 8 and 3, no students were supposed to be anywhere. You're supposed to be at school or
Yep.
home if you was.
There was
So
a
we got caught on the train.
there
They
was
took us to the police station. They called my mom. The
You-
rest is history.
you were lucky that they called mom. I remember when I got busted with Eddie in the train station, they put us in the patrol car. It was an undercover guy, I remember. And he took me home and he knocked at that door. I remember. And when he knocked at that door, I opened that door. I just went like this. Because she slapped the crap out of me. I mean, oh. But look at me now, never being handcuffed. Okay, and I promise Mom, I will never do it again, Mom. Because you know what she did, right? As a punishment? You don't remember, but I do remember what she did. She did what I never wanted her to do. Send me to Puerto Rico. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Nah.
No. Pass.
So, this is going to be, I like this conversation. This is going to be a 2-part series. Okay, so look for the second part because remember, my sister, you know what I do about my sister? I love it. She's great. So we're going to make a 2-part conversation because I like it. We into 30 minutes into it and I got a little bit more to go. And I mean, because I'm going to be having this conversation with my sister. So look for the second part of this conversation. Remember, 2 generation, 2 opinion, and today we're talking with my sister. And always remember, subscribe to my channel, okay? Hit that like button, share this video, hit that bell, so when we upload a video, you could get notification, and maybe you want to be in this channel. Maybe you want to be part of that 2 opinion. I mean, 2 generation, 2 opinion, and we hook up with you, and we could have a nice talk about stuff in life. But today, it's my sister's turn, and you know what about my sister? Love her. Okay, so